Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the weekly comic book roundup. We are most of the way through this week's roundup, so let's get to our next book. Our next book for the week. Book for the week. Timeslide. So over the last few years, Marvel has released, generally speaking, the last week of the year, one shots that kind of preview the next comics for the next year. Generally speaking, these were always entitled "Timeless." This time the preview book focuses on Cable and Bishop, so Timeslide. So the issue opens in the present. In New York City, Emplate is chasing down a young mutant and basically chat out on said young mutant's life force. But Bishop has apparently been keeping tabs on all of the mutants who, evil mutants who, quote unquote, reformed during the Krakoan Age. Reforming didn't exactly stick with Emplate, though. So, and Bishop knows that he's strong. There's probably a ton of dead mutants already. But as he's taking care of Emplate, as he's fighting Emplate, I should say, suddenly Emplate is placed in a time bubble by Tempest, a slightly older Tempest, and Tempest is on a mission, and she needs one other and the mission calls for one other person. And so, Tempest and Tempest and Bishop end up time travel to Salvation Bay in the year 3077 to recruit the other person that Tempest required for the mission, Cable. Apparently, when the Children of the Vault were defeated by Cable and Bishop during the Fall of X, shortly afterwards, the children started working on a new weapon to basically eradicate mutant kind from all of history, not just to stop mutant kind from existing beyond a certain point, but from ever existing. And that child of the vault was named Vacuna. The children had been had spent years basically doing what they can to make it so that Vacuna didn't have any weaknesses. But Vacuna's a time tunnel. He was sent through to various major points of mutant history, such as the when Logan was became Weapon X, and eradicating that particular point in history from happening. But of course, time tries to correct itself. So Cable and Bishop arm up and making her first time jump. Also, Tempest has some beacons, has a couple of beacons that can basically summon her so that she can basically stop Vecuna by putting Vecuna in a time bubble. A time bubble that she'd have to stay in to continue to basically keep Vecuna in the time bubble. So. Cable and Bishop end up time sliding into one of during the Dark Phoenix saga, and Vicky, well, sucks up Jean, and Cable and Bishop make some attacks on him, and when Becky takes notice of them, they time slide into to Washington D.C. in the near future, where they're greeted by a warlock. That warlock is then is trounced by an older version of Bronze from Exceptional X-Men. Apparently, Bronze explains that Revelation finished the job of Apocalypse, and she also explains who she is, and that another X-Men. She's one of the few X-Men left, but and Jenner sent her there when they picked up Time Disruption. So it's actually really cool to see the new X-Men who are currently in different books being working together in the future. We get a list of the story of things that occur. The 8 deaths of Spider-Man, presumably. One World Under Doom, Rise of the New Champions, The Eternal Storm, False Metal, Who Waits Within the Last Edge, Strange of Asgard, Galactic Leaders Assassinated, Time of Strife, Dormammu Invasion of Earth, Miss Marvel, Psychogenesis, Ultimate Incursion, Who is the Man with the Hammer, Ghost Fist Walks, Where is Spider-Man? But they at this point they start to get blocked by the rest of the artwork, so it's harder. But what became of Emily? I don't know. I couldn't read the rest of the name. The Will of Doom, Utgard Rises, Age of Revelation, and that's most of the stories. But so they hear about all this and basically say, okay, good to know, bye, and time slide to another pivotal moment as it seems that Vecchino may be hunting Cable and Bishop. That the other pivotal moment is Egypt centuries ago, the rise of Apocalypse, and but Vecchino gets to drop somewhat on to a degree on Cable and Bishop, and they so when they Timeslide again is to the Genosian genocide. Then they quickly Timeslide again, but they end up in separated and in different eras. Cable ending up in Bishop's past, and getting some insight into Bishop. Then and Bishop's moving in, time sliding into Cable's past and getting some insight into Cable. But the two of them once again meet up once again at the vault when they destroy the children of the vault, and Bishop calls Tempest, and Cable and Bishop end up going into the vault and destroying the basically getting him to absorb the moment of his creation, and thusly getting everything that he sucked up back into reality, and generally speaking, when and where they should be, and making a massive hole and making a massive mess in the Children of the vault. But they return to the three of them return to Bishop's starting point, and Tempest heads back to the white hot room, and Cable and Bishop figure that they'll take care of Emplate, and maybe some target practice together. And that is where the issue ends. So this is a neat, this is a cool one shot. I do appreciate that they that Marvel opted to go with something at least a little bit different than just yet another timeless one shot. But and it's nice to see Cable and Bishop as they're currently sidelined and under editorial edict. But Cable's going to be getting a mini-series called Blood and Chrome here pretty soon. I think it's supposed to start next month. So that editorial edict of sidelining at least Cable is not going to last too much longer. Anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.